Prosecutors already presented racially insensitive texts she sent last year while working at a Martin Luther King Day parade.
Message sent to the defendant, when does this end? LOL. Outgoing message from the defendant, when MLK is dead. ... Oh, wait.
Prosecutors also showed the jury some of Geiger's social media posts that promoted police violence against civilians.
I wear all black to remind you not to mess with me because I'm already dressed for your funeral.
Attorneys say this new evidence shows Geiger's true intent.
We believe that it paints a completely different picture than the crying, tearful, remorseful person who was on the stage.
Again, I'm speaking for myself, not even bad for my family. But I love you just like anyone else. And I'm not gonna say I hope you rot and die just like my brother did, but I personally want the best for you. And I wasn't gonna ever say this in front of my family or anyone, but I don't even want you to go to jail. I want the best for you. Because I know that's exactly what both of them would want you to do. And the best would be give your life to Christ. I'm not going to say anything else. I think giving your life to Christ would be the best thing that both of them would want you to do. Again, I love you as a person. And I don't wish anything bad on you. I don't know if this is possible, but can I give her a hug, please? Please?
Yes.
Hey. Comments? Questions? Any questions? This is your brain on drug. This is your brain on white Jesus. This is your brain. This is white Jesus. This is your brain on white Jesus. Any questions? Cold game, ain't it? Cold game. White Christianity. Please let me hug you. You know, I don't usually do this, but Your Honor, you know, I never had my older brother murdered before, innocently by a white person, off-duty cop. But I'm just gonna go on and ask this special request of the DJ. Can I hug her? Can I hug her? Please, can I hug her? So, you know, we think, you know, unfortunately, it's what happened to black people. Christianity, white Christianity is what happened to black people. So we think that Jesus is white, and we think that God is white. If Jesus is the Son of God, and Jesus is white, a white man, then, of course, we know if he's a son, he has to have a father, so the father has to be a white man. And that's what's on your money. all your money that says "In God We Trust" got faces of white men, white people. So their daughters is Jesus' sister. You know, that's Jesus' niece or great grandniece or something. So I need to hug her. I need to prove to white Jesus that I'm qualified to get into white Jesus and white God heaven after I die. That pie in the sky white God and Jesus heaven that our Christian teachers so eloquently taught us about for the last 400, so lovingly, that Christian love that the white slave masters so lovingly showed us and taught us about for the past 465 years straight. So I need to hug you. I need to hug you. I need to break all the rules, and the black woman judge needs to let you. She needs to break the rules too and let you hug. And then the bailiff needs to break the rules and, stroke white Jesus' little niece hair. And everybody needs to show white Jesus' people some extra love. More love than our own lives and our own soul that she just took. And there you have it. There you have it. You know what I'm saying? So we seen the racially insensitive, racist tweets or posts that she was putting up on her social media, how she really feel, about blacks. So, hey, man, let's read some comments. What you think about, Christianity did it. Crazy day. It's been crazy. This ain't nothing new. It's just interesting. It's entertaining to watch for y'all that don't know that this is how this been going on. This ain't nothing new. 10 years for killing an innocent black man in his own home, off duty. Cool films. Yeah, it wasn't like she was going to the wrong house and doing a raid. She on the phone sexting or texting somebody. So that story is still, full of holes because it seemed, anyway, whatever. It was done, it's done. City of Champions TV. That's misleading, Cam. You're smarter than that. Smarter than what? What's misleading? So now what? There's nothing. Like I'm looking at and listening to how the brother that got murdered, his family is crying like they looking at that other son, that younger son that went over there begging the judge to please hug her, and I don't want nothing to happen to you, and I don't even want you to go to jail. Like, he had to learn that from somewhere. That's just not like a punk. Like, I can't wait to be a punk. I was taught that probably by, well, I ain't gonna say that because y'all think I always be bashing women, but you was probably taught that by a woman Christian, So when your family is asking for justice and demanding justice and being upset, and then you gonna go up there and go against the whole family like whoever it was on The Godfather, never go against the family, Why are you even in court then? Why are y'all even putting this white lady, this sweet Jesus niece, through any kind of court procedures, through any kind of court case and shit? If you don't want, if you're gonna sit your ass up there and say, I don't even want you to go to jail, and I wasn't even gonna say this in front of my family or nobody, but I'm saying it, then, man, white Jesus got you. White Jesus got more of an influence on you than your own nature or your own family, the love of your family. So when he hugging a little white girl, you hear his family members crying and like, you breaking my heart, Fredo. Like, we here to try to get justice. We got lawyers talking about get justice, and this is for Sandra Bland, and this is for Eric Garner, and this is for such and such a Tamir Rice, and you say, I don't even want you to go to jail, and I love you, and that's that Christianity. That's what that Christianity do for you. Like I said, this is your brain. and this is Christianity. This is your brain on Christianity. Any questions? Man, what you think about 6ix9ine? I'm not tripping on 6ix9ine. Is he slow or something? I don't know. It's Christianity. Yeah, that's right. TLA, Pops, Chin, the people that gave us Jesus gave us nigga. That's who made us niggas. In the name of Jesus. So, but parents had to teach us that, like, cause we're not just going to come from the cradle acting like that had to be taught into that little dude. So, yeah, and both them dude was a little Christian preacher. I guess he was preaching or trying to do something. So you got what you believed in. I mean, I guess shit, get what you pray for or pay for. If that's what you believe in, and that's who you believe God is, then He'll serve you your God, and and then you get what you get. You get who you believe in. Shit. They use Christianity to kill us and manipulate us, but let the so-called Negro pull that shit. Exactly. Let the Negro try to pull that shit off. If the roles was reversed. It was a black person that killed the white person, even if he was a black cop, and he killed the white girl off duty and shit. That nigga gonna be sitting right next to Jeffrey Dahmer and whoever else, and he's gonna be the biggest monster. He try people to get out of that slave mind state. Yeah, and it's rooted in who you believe God is. The whole slavery, that whole thing has to be that deep to where you believe your soul, like your eternal soul, or whatever the concept of your eternal soul is going to be damned or doomed and shit if you don't treat these people right and forgive them, and that type of shit. It's no such thing as justice then. That's that whole, it'll be all right after you die, and the pie in the sky after you die. And he straight said, I don't want you to die and rot and be dead like my brother, like you did my brother. Of course she gonna get up there and cry and shit. She got caught. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course I'm gonna cry. I don't want to do life. I wasn't, crying about putting them posts up about Martin Luther King being dead already, and I wear black because I'm already dressed for your funeral and all that shit she had to say. She wasn't crying when she said that. She had some LOL, some laugh out loud. So now, of course, you're going to cry and shit. You want to run. I thought that was like Gone with the Wind. I thought that was an old Humphrey Bogart movie at the end, and shit, the way they ran up and hugged each other. Yeah, you need to stay with them. If that's what you believe and that's who you believe in, you need to go on and die with them. You need to get what they got to give you. In the meantime, these real black folks, we trying to get as far away from these demons and devils and Satan as we possibly can. And we're not talking about going back to no Africa. No, we talking about right here. At least 8 to 10 states of the United States to set them aside, our own separate states and territories for the descendants of slaves. Our own Israel right here in the land that we bled, sweat, and died at. Ain't going to back to no goddamn Africa. This is what we own right here. So our separation means separate here. Same way they knew how to do that in Israel and gangster some territory from the Palestinians or whatever. And we paying, America's paying for some other Hitler, some Germany crimes and shit. We were slaves under America. They did us worse than that. America did that, and America shows us that we know how to pay somebody else reparations and keep them in a separate state and territory strictly based on race, and give them state-of-the-art technology and resources and weapons and bombs and everything. So America didn't even have nothing to do with enslaving or the Holocaust and shit, of the so-called white Jews. But they're 100% responsible for our Holocaust. So don't tell us that we can't get no separate states and territories right here in America. Ain't nobody going back to no Africa. We go back there as a dual citizen, just because we want to go back there. But nah, that ain't got nothing to do with the reparations thing. Reparations is right here, right here. Yeah. They kept everyone calm by delivering the guilty verdict. The plan was they always going to get her off easily and quietly. Yep, life is good, CA. Yeah. We already seen the whole plan. But the underlining thing, what I've been saying, and not trying to make it a gender war, but look how they using the black woman against her black men, her black brothers. Look at that. Look at that. So it's clear as day. So sisters, make sure you don't fall in that category. Even though these brothers, a lot of us ain't shit, but you got to understand how we both being manipulated by Satan. We both being used against each other. So that's why we got to go to the root. We can't be hanging on the branches of the problems and the symptoms and the effects. We got to go to the cause. What caused our beef against each other? What caused us hating each other? Male and female, y'all so traumatized against us and we so traumatized against y'all. But just know you being used. Know you being used against your brothers, your black man. So, and it ain't no reward for you at the end. They got a Sandra Bland reward for you too. Y'all think y'all getting over and getting these corporate benefits and we getting the bag, and no, they got something for you too. They just gonna wait for last. They gonna do you last after they get all their pleasure out you, and then they gonna dispose of you too, just like they've been disposing of us. Say she'll probably do 2 to 5 years. Yep, if that. Cool Films. I'm trying to scroll on this. Shit. How many of y'all think that's too crazy? Is that that's too crazy? Like it'll never work. Like the idea of black people having their own separate states and territory within the United States. Is that possible? Does that seem crazy? Or do that seem like something? Hell yeah, like anything is better than this. Anything is better than this. And we see that they know how to do it. We see that they've been using our tax dollars. They ain't supposed to have been taxing us, period, because we slaves. I thought we just worked for 400 years, day and night, our whole life for no pay. And now we owe taxes to who? We owe taxes to America? Because of what? Because they did what for us? And then, the IRS, internal, income taxes, is you don't really even have to pay those. Those is voluntary. But they got gangsters now. Now it's gangster shit. If you don't pay them, they're going to take this, they're going to take your property, they put you in jail. That's all illegal. Only way that they can keep getting this shit off is because black people like Lil Botham's little brother, or like that judge, once we get in strong positions or positions of, so-called authority or whatever, we do that Christian punk shit. We do that punk shit and turn on our own people. We turn on the struggle of our own people. This family is in court struggling for justice. And as soon as dude get a chance to get on the stand, look what the fuck he do. Look what he do. Look what he say and look what he do against his own family's pain and his own family's struggle. That's what we do. That's what niggas do. Niggas gonna nig. Niggas are gonna nig. You know what I'm saying? The greater the stage, the greater the nig. So I want no parts of no niggas like that. I want, you gotta clean up the house first. So the white man, so-called devil or whatever, that's not the real enemy. The real enemy is that shit that we just seen that our own people do. So if you want to do that, everybody, we take a vote. It don't got to be violent or ugly. Who want to stay with white people? Who want to stay with white people? White America. Raise your hand or whatever. Take a vote, same like we be doing voting every 4 years. Who wants to stay with them? Now, who wants to leave them and separate from them and have our own thing? And that'll never work. Niggas can't. Okay, okay. But Do you want to stay or you want to go? Okay. And it need to be like that. It don't got to be violent. So, it ain't got to be offensive and disrespectful or nothing. Okay, let us go. Let our people go. And y'all stay with Pharaoh and the Egyptians. And just, let the Bible be fulfilled. The real Christian prophecy, you know what I'm saying? Of the children of Abraham, the seed of Abraham, the 400-year slaves under Pharaoh. That's real Christianity. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, we're not going back to no Africa. We just going to some part, fertile, minerally rich, not no motherfucking desert or no toxic waste dump site, land. Nah, we talking about the southern states where we first was brought as slaves, or where most of our blood, sweat, and tears is at, in the South. Yeah. So eight or ten of those states. Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll survive. We'll be all right. So that's what time it really is. Separation time. Separation. Not no integration. Not no I love you and I want to be with you and all that. We see what we get when we love them and we want to be with them. This is what we get. So, but once our black people get in these positions of authority, we're judges and lawyers and polices and bailiffs, and look what we do. We trying to impress white Jesus. We trying to win brownie points with white Jesus so we can get into pie in the sky heaven after we die. That's what we busy doing. You know what I'm saying? I love you and please let me hug you. What, you just murdered my brother when he was sitting in his house eating ice cream and shit? You know what I'm saying? And y'all looking for dirt on him, saying that he smoked weed and shit. He and looking for dirt on our family. As soon as I get my chance to sit on the stand and shit, I beg the judge to let me please let me hug the murderer of my brother. This is Christianity, and this is your brain. This is your brain on Christianity. Any questions? Yeah. So, that being said, let me scroll. Yeah, we need separation. That's the. So people say now what? And now what separation? And now what Exodus? And now what? We want exactly what the so-called Jews, white Jews in Israel, been getting for the last 71 years since 1948. We want a separate state and territory of our own that can house as many million of us that want to separate in America. We not going back to no Africa, not going back to nowhere else. This is where we bled, fought, died, sweat, cried, 400 years for free with no pay. This is ours. This is ours. White people, y'all go back to Europe somewhere and shit. Or y'all go back somewhere. This is ours. So, on that note, I'll get back.